This video was made on April 9, 2023, 6 months after Hurricane Ian made Fort Myers Beach the epicenter of its arrival to Florida. This is what it looked like then. It was devastating. Sand and debris everywhere. It looked like a war zone, and I'm not exaggerating. Nearly every building on the island was either damaged or destroyed by 150-mile-an-hour winds, followed by a 12-foot storm surge of water. Some say it was even higher. It swallowed homes. How are they ever going to recover from this, I wondered? But since then, we've witnessed the unwavering resilience of the people who work and live on Fort Myers Beach. I thought it'd be interesting to see what progress has been made during the first 6 months. And the first thing, most noticeable thing, is that most of the debris has been removed. It's gone. One street that used to have 29 houses on it now has just 8. How did they get rid of all that wreckage? I think a lot of the credit for this cleanup can go to those big black tandem trucks, the ones with the claws, and those well-managed debris staging areas like this one across from Lovers Key State Park, where a lot of the debris from Fort Myers Beach was taken for sorting. They're doing a terrific job. Lee County has collected more than 4 million cubic yards of debris. That's enough to fill Hertz Arena to the ceiling 10 times. That's an awesome accomplishment. All right, so Fort Myers Beach, 6 months after Hurricane Ian. Still a lot of devastation, but an awful lot of the trash, not this particular place, has been picked up. But you can see all the stores around this area are just totally gutted, waiting repair, sale, rebuild, whatever's going to happen. Down here used to be Times Square and the pier, the famous Fort Myers Beach pier that was iconic to the area. No longer there. Let's take a closer look. All right, this is the iconic Times Square, Fort Myers Beach. 6 months after the hurricane, this is what it looks like. This used to be the central gathering spot, tourists, locals alike. And right there's the entrance to the pier, or should I say the former pier. We're going to get a closer look at that 6 months after the hurricane. If you come around this way, these used to be bars, restaurants, shops, gone. Don't know what they'll come back looking like, but they probably won't be the same little quaint shops we were used to. I'm thinking they're going to be a little bit more grandiose. I don't know. And far in the back, what looks like devastation is actually new construction. That's where Margaritaville Hotel and Fun Spot is under construction now. All right, this is the iconic pier at Fort Myers Beach. As you can see, all that's left is the pillars, but that doesn't seem to be stopping the people from coming out to enjoy the sand. If you look down to your right, you'll see it. Again, I'm impressed by the cleanup. Awesome. Former site of Pierside Restaurant, one of my favorites. Be interesting to see what it looks like coming back, huh? Remember those pelicans that used to hang out at the end of the pier? Well, they're still there. Local channel Fox 4 had this to say.
A lot of progress has been made in Fort Myers Beach, but there is still a long road ahead here at Times Square. You can kind of see some of the devastation that was left behind Hurricane Ian. In this area, we have some businesses that were wiped out. We also have the Fort Myers Beach pier that was wiped out, but progress has been made in the last 6 months. I spoke to the Fort Myers Beach Mayor, Dan Allers. He says he's proud of the resiliency Fort Myers Beach has shown.
Yeah, you know, at the beginning it was a little difficult because, you know, people go through different stages of grieving, and it was a difficult time for everybody to get to that stage because not everybody gets to the stage where we're going to put our gloves and our boots on and get back to work. So I think everybody has kind of reached that, even though you still have some days where you're like, you know, why me, why us? You still realize that the sooner you get to building and the sooner you get to helping other people, the sooner we'll get back to where we were.
And here on the beach, you can see signs of normalcy with people enjoying a beach day at Fort Myers Beach, but there is still a long road ahead.
There's another positive development for those not wanting to go through the rebuilding process. This hurricane may have wrecked Fort Myers Beach, but it certainly didn't ruin the real estate market. If anything, it's been accelerating. Realtors say that bare land on or near the beach is selling at prices close to what undamaged homes were selling for before the storm, oftentimes even more.